Hello everybody, Triple here, and welcome back to Pokemon Champions. A really unorthodox team right here, focused around a duo of Mega Meowstic with Archaludon here. Um, I think this Pokemon is incredibly underrated. It is kind of a worse Mega Alakazam because they both get Trace. Trace is a very good ability. But with access to Prankster Psychic Terrain, you actually can stop a lot of Pokemon from clicking Fake Out, from clicking Sucker Punch, things like that. Not to mention, this Pokemon gets Fake Out, and with a lot of Sneasler running around in the meta right now, I think it's the most used Pokemon by far. They all run Fake Out at 120 speed, but Mega Meowstic is 124 speed? Letting you get a Fake Out of and potentially just killing something outright with a Draco Meteor from Archaludon. Which makes this a very, very interesting Pokemon. We do, of course, have the Archaludon. No, that's not the Archaludon I mentioned, which is just a max speed, max special attack set with Sturdy. Sturdy is very valuable here, letting you potentially get a drop on a Garchomp. Electroshock Flash Cannon are very good coverage. And like I said, getting the drop on Garchomp is a very big deal because our main priority is getting rid of ground types. And that's for a very simple reason. We do, of course, pair this with Rain from Pelipper, who has Hurricane, Weather Ball, Tailwind, and White Guard over Protect with the Focus Sash. Focus Sash could be used better on a different Pokemon, but I feel like in general this is pretty alright. We do want White Guard against a lot of things here. White Guard in general is very nice to have, and for one of our Pokemon later, it's actually very nice. Sneasler is here because Sneasler is broken. There's a reason it's the most used Pokemon. Dark Claw plus Combat Fake Out Protect with Unburden. Holding, because my Archaludon has the White Orb, my Pelipper has the Sash, so we're actually holding a berry. I haven't decided yet if I want a Citrus Berry or a Shuca Berry, but we're holding a berry, which will let us trigger Unburden, but it's a bit more of a risky play. This is mostly here to deal with the fairies like Floette, but in general this is just good to have. I haven't actually brought it that much in practice, which is a bit of a surprise. We have Mega Meganium here, which is mostly just a bait, because it is very good under Rain. Gets to live a lot of hits. But Weather Ball, Solar Beam, Dazzling Gleam, Protect with the Mega Stone is in general pretty good. We have enough speed. I don't know what do we have enough speed for. I think it was for something with Tailwind, but we might not get a Tailwind up. Something with Tailwind, I outspeed, I believe, base 120 or 130. It might be 120. But Solar Beam, Weather Ball, Dazzling Gleam just hits very hard. And then as a last, we have Bellibolt, which is a reason why we have White Guard. Parabolic Charge hits everybody on the field, so White Guard would protect my Pelipper from that. And this one is a late game demon. This thing hits so hard and gets to heal back up, and it's just very hard to switch in. Holding the Magnet for a little bit of extra power, you kind of just get to field wipe, basically. And he's been a lot of fun to play with. I think he's one of my favorite ones in the game right now. But yeah, very interesting team. It definitely should not be working, but hey, here we are. Okay, we have opposing Rain. Our Meganium is looking pretty decent, but they do also have the option for Sun. My Bellibolt could be incredible as long as we get rid of Rhyperior. I feel like Archaludon Meowstic is actually a pretty solid lead. They either need the Sun or need the Rain. I feel like Mega Meganium is actually pretty nice. I could potentially lead Meowstic Mega Meganium. But then I do like Archaludon. So the thing is, right, Intimidate would waste my White Arm. Kind of feeling this with Archaludon Bellibolt in the back. Probably should bring Pelipper here because I feel like they're gonna bring their Sun mode here. Pelipper Bastion Legion, actually a pretty decent lead for me. So what I will do is actually just fake out this Pelipper. And go for a Mega... Do I want a Weather Ball or do I want a Solar Beam? I think I want a Solar Beam into their Pelipper, actually. He does switch, probably to Arch. Probably Arch plus Tailwind is what I'm kind of expecting here. But we should be able to prevent that. Fake Out blocks you from doing anything, breaks your sash on you, and Solar Beam should hit you for quite a bit of damage here. Yeah, we can finish this off with an expanding force on you. And then we can Weather Ball into this Archaludon. Expanding force picks up the KO on Pelipper. And the Weather Ball should do a lot of damage into you. Yeah, big damage, big damage. And he does got a flash on him, but I think he lived that. Yeah. And we're faster than it. It's a very slow Archaludon. Almost Psychic Terrain here. And go for a Solar Beam into Bastion Legion. Probably is Scarf. But it might go after the Meowstic here. Is basically what I'm thinking. If it goes for a Shadow Ball into Meowstic, we're actually in a pretty good spot. Block any priority they might have. Yeah, he did. So we can get rid of Bastion Legion here. And we get to have our Bellibolt in the back. Get that Solar Beam off. And Bastion Legion is done. And I don't think what he has in the back is good unless he has Rhyperior. But even then, I could just blitz that down with Muddy Water because the rain is up. I think I'm actually fine against most everything here. Like, Charizard I can obviously kill with Bellibolt. Rhyperior I can Muddy Water. I am fast, so I'm gonna Draco Meteor into this Arch and click the Muddy Water. And I have Sturdy. So I likely outspeed this Archaludon since I think it's bulky. So I can get a Draco off, kill the Archaludon, and then get a single target Muddy Water into Rhyperior. I live the Earthquake because I'm Bellibolt. And Muddy Water shoot. It's hard. And I have Sturdy, so I can get a Draco off afterwards. He went for Thunder Punch. That's fine. And Muddy Water will body you. Oh my god, Bellibolt. Gold. Bro, one shots. I know it's range boosted, but yeah, there's just a bit of the power. You can kind of use Archaludon or Meganium here to break through early. Very nice. Alright, Mega Scissor team with Armor Rouge. Okay, I don't want to point out that I see this, and I see no Bellibolt answer. Kinda tempted to lead. I think this is a pretty good lead. With then Bellibolt Arch in the back. And leave my Megas at home. Whimsical T-Tar checks out. We're actually in a pretty good spot here. No, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do I Muddy Water? Maybe I Muddy Water. Muddy Water plus Dire Claw into this Whimsical. Okay, better. Yeah, Muddy Water should finish off the Whimsical. As long as we connect. Okay, we sleep. That's nice. Okay, well that sucks, but we did get the sleep. And the Sandstorm takes you out. Okay. Now the Sandstorm. However, there is a threat on the field that you are failing to recognize. He does go for the Dire Claw, hoping to get a status. Doesn't get a status, I get a close combat off into this Scissor for a lot of damage. And I get to... Okay. Citrus. Okay, interesting. He gets to kill my Sneasler, which is fine by me. Because he didn't bring Floette in the back, actually. Yellow. I'm gonna click that button. I'm going to bring in Arch. And I'm going to protect and click the button again. Because, joke's on you, Bellibolt does not care. Bellibolt clicks the button, and whatever is across from him dies. No, sir. Oh no, he hit my Bellibolt. Anyway, perish. This is why I love Bellibolt. You hit him and he's like, okay, well, time to activate my domain expansion. Perish. And now T-Tar comes in and we just set up the rain here. Yeah, and he forfeits. Bellibolt is so strong. Like, people don't understand this one, but it's like, if you don't have a ground type, you kinda just lose, or you have to like really target it down. Alright, we do get... Ooh. Interesting squad. Arch plus Meowstic actually kind of looks pretty good. I do like late game Bellibolt. Late game Bellibolt, and I should definitely have Pelipper on hand, is what I'm thinking. If I can immediately blitz this Garchomp down, he's gonna probably lead Frostlass Garchomp is what I'm thinking. And he is Lord Frostlass. He can still speed blitz you down. I can just drop a Draco into a fake out there. You might also copy Cursed Body, which could come in clutch here. I don't entirely get how Trace works in doubles, because it feels random. He's probably going for a fake out onto my Meowstic, is what I'm expecting here. Fake out Meowstic into probably Shadow Ball, maybe? Ah, I got on board him. Yeah, he went for a fake out or an attack. So we get to flinch you. And get a Draco off into you. Which should hurt. With our fill up, you do actually live it, but then we have Expanding Force in the back to deal with it. Oh, what I actually might do here is switch my Pelipper in and go for the Expanding Force into Sneasler. Yeah, he thinks he's faster. He's not. I think that's Sneasler here. Keep my Sturdy intact, which is pretty big. And he does go for Shadow Ball. That's fine. That obviously kills, because, yeah. Now we bring in Arch on what I'm expecting to be Garchomp. Arcanine, eh? I would take Wide Guard on Rock Slide plus Blizzard. He might not go for Blizzard, to be fair. He did go for Blizzard. And Rock Slide. Yep. This might also be Scarf. All things considered, I feel like this might be Scarf, actually. Because Scarf Rock Slide would check out here. I'm gonna Tailwind here, plus a Protect, I think. Yeah, Shadow Ball plus Flare Blades. Yeah, he tried to get me out of there. He's not Choice Scarf, which means we likely outspeed now, and I'm actually just gonna double into this Arcanine since I think it's the bigger threat. We both still have our Sturdy intact. All good. I do want you dead. Actually, Garchomp dead is the only thing I really need here. Veil is gone. We are faster. So we can drop a Draco here and then have Bellibolt clean up this Frostlass quite easily. Wait. How much Tailwind do we have left? Another turn. I'm gonna Ice Ball. I just want to double into the slot. If he protects here, that's a good play. Yeah. I should have just spread it, but to be fair, I don't think it matters too much. Like, I live this on both accounts. And then Bellibolt cleans up. I just, like, the thing is, right, if he Sash Garchomp, that's why I'm doubling into the slot. Also, Ice-type Weather Ball is really funny. Yeah, he had to go for double there. I agree. But he is unaware of the demon that lies in the back. This does not kill. But I couldn't risk a Sash. Good job, you killed my Pokemon. One thing. Bellibolt. Yeah, give me. I think he has to get a Blizzard Freeze. Oh, okay, he got it. Thaw immediately? Thaw immediately? Yeah, thaw immediately! My brother, don't play with my heart like that. Brother, that... What was that? Okay. Who you got? Garchomp, Talonflame, Floette, Eternal... I like this lead a lot. Obvious Bellibolt in the back is obvious, and then I think Sneasler in the back. We just need to use Meowstic Archaludon to break through early. Like, the second Garchomp is gone, which he might use early as well himself. As the second Garchomp is gone, we're actually in a great position. Probably should have brought my Meganium because it's actually kind of good in this matchup. It is actually kind of really good in this matchup. He might be scared of that. We can play around that, I'm not gonna lie. 7 win streak. Awesome. I'm gonna drop a Draco into this Garchomp and take out this Talonflame. And by not Megaing, we actually kind of make him think we have the scary mon in the back. He did just Earthquake, we lived that, obviously. And we get a Draco off into this Garchomp, killing it outright. There you go. Garchomp eliminated. Just in case I am somehow faster, he should be max speed, but if he's like adamant or something, I can outspeed this. My Gale Wings. Probably should have gone for a hit. Oh, well, actually, that's better for me then. Oh, that's even better, yeah. We bring in Sneasler here. And I think we fake out this man plus expanding force into him. Okay, well that's also fine. That's actually better for me, I think. Yep, that's that dead. I think I might just win on Bellibolt alone then. He might be scared of Sash here, is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna protect my Sneasler and try to get an expanding force out on you. He's definitely going to protect that slot, though. Oh, he didn't, actually. Chip, good chip. He did get a Dazzling Gleam off. Get up him. I think this is a case of I double into this Rotom now. Do I close combat into Rotom? I think I close combat into Rotom plus Parabolic Charge. Parabolic Charge probably... Yeah, he protects air, that makes sense. Parabolic Charge probably puts me in range of my Citrus Berry. If it doesn't kill me outright. I'm not charged, so it probably doesn't kill me outright. Yeah, that's my Citrus Berry popped. And now I'm also unburdened. And we get a Dire Claw plus Parabolic Charge here. And that's GG. Yeah. Good showing, Sneasler. Good showing. Arch being used very early again to take out that Garchomp was a really big deal. That's like the main reason I have Archaludon there. Not even for the rain. It's just because I can Draco Garchomp immediately. Right, so... Mega Delphox. So... Kinda like Arch Meowstic lead. Don't know if I like Mega Meowstic, but... Pelipper has White Guard. So that's actually kinda useful. Question is, do I want Sneasel or do I want Bellibolt? I kinda want Bellibolt, I think. Come on, show me like lead Garchomp. Sneasler, Aerodactyl. You know what? I was gonna Sneasler out of here right away. Oh, he might protect Sneasler here, actually. Maybe faking out the Aerodactyl was the play instead. Maybe protect Sneasler, that's a rip for me, but otherwise I should be in a good spot. I'm kind of expecting a fake out from him here. We fake out the fake outer. He does a rock slide. That's fine. Sneasler flinched, and I drop a Draco onto the Sneasler. Garchomp comes out. I will protect here and attempt to go for a expanding force to break the Aerodactyl sash. Oh, Mega Arrow. Interesting. He did just go for EQ. That makes sense. That might be a problem. I kind of needed to die there. I get the double. Okay. I get the double protect. Massive. We just drop the Draco here. And the... Their Sneasel was probably their Sash Pokemon, right? We can White Guard here. Please tell me Garchomp is not your Sash Pokemon. If your Garchomp is your Scarf, or your... It might be Scarf on this team, actually. A Fly type +2. Yeah. If this is Scarf, then we win right here, because he doesn't have a way to beat Bellibolt. A Bunbury. Interesting. I'm gonna Draco plus Weather Ball this Garchomp. Because like I said, once Garchomp is gone, we win. Okay, smart play. I need you to let me have this Garchomp. You have a weakened Archaludon in front of you. Look how tasty this move, this like high horsepower or something, Swimming Tantrum looks. He let me have the chomp. He let me have the chomp. Awesome, awesome. That's all I needed. I don't care that I'm like super weak on my Archaludon. The Archaludon is not the threat here. He misses Hydro Pump? Yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I need a little bit of chips, so I am gonna Electroshock into this Rotom, and I'm gonna go for another White Guard. Just for the Rock Slide chance. Like a little bit of chip on Rotom means I can win the Bellibolt there. He still wins. That's fine, actually. Because my plan isn't like to outspeed you. Yeah, you got a kill off here, sure. The rain might be a problem here. With a chip. How many turns of rain? No, I protect here, actually. I protect here on Bellibolt and Arch. Actually, I can Draco. I can get another Electroshock off with Arch and then protect with Bellibolt. That way we don't have rain boosted Hydro Pump. Perfect. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna let you get a rain boosted Hydro Pump off here. Rain stopped. Perfect. Parabolic Charge. Right here. He has to Rock Slide flinch here, basically. I have begun charging power. Bro is targeting the wrong Pokemon. Unless I flinch here. That was a crit. Nice Flash Cannon on that. And then Bellibolt should be able to pick off this Rotom here. Thank you, Archaludon. Thank you for your service. Nice Citrus. However, I don't think it's enough. I think you die to this one, actually. Plus, you can miss Hydro Pump. Yeah, exactly. Bellibolt is way too bulky here. It just gets to sit here and hit you. Okay, Mega Kangaskhan. That checks out. Kind of liking... I like Meowstic this still. But I might not even Mega it. I might Mega Meganium here. And do I then want Bellibolt in the back? Or just Sneasler? I might just need one Sneasler in the back. Which is kind of a shame to let Bellibolt sit on the bench for this, but... I'm expecting kind of Garchomp Aerodactyl lead here. Low at Aerodactyl lead. And this should KO you, right? I'm expecting Protect plus Steel Wind here. Or he might just Dazzling Gleam plus Tailwind. Protect there. Nope, he didn't protect. I mean, I'm fine with you ruining your own HP. I have 30. This is exactly why I have 30, by the way. One of Flash Cannon plus Psychic Terrain here to block a potential Shadow Sneak. He does D-Gleam. Which is fine, all things considered. My Meowstic, no! But to be fair, I think this with the back have whatever he has left handled. Since we're kind of speedy for a... and I don't have Tailwind up, we're kind of speedy for a Meganium. And we can just Dire Claw plus Weather Ball endlessly into this duo. You don't have to worry about Shadow Sneak. Dire Claw plus just Mega and Weather Ball into this swap. There's no way you are like, you are a very bulky Aegis, right? There's no way you have speed. Yeah, and this absolutely annihilates you. And Garchomp comes out in the back. I mean, this is, like I said, just Dire Claw plus Dazzling Gleam, I think, takes this. I think he has to go for double protect, but even then, I don't think he does enough damage to Meganium to one-shot me. Okay, he just lets me take out Float here. And he goes for a Bob Slide for potential flinch. That makes sense. But we do get the Dazzling Gleam through. And we get the K. Okay, brother. Relax yourself. That's a forfeit, okay? Dude, this team is so strong, and I don't get why. Like, yes, it has a bunch of powerful components. Like, I love Sturdy Archaludon a lot, but why is it working? It shouldn't be working. Those of you curious, this is the team I'm using. I don't know why, but this feels like the best team I've built, and I don't get it. Because it's like very non-standard, very niche. I mean, it has Bellibolt, right? I like Bellibolt. That's the reason I'm running this team. I like Sturdy Archaludon because it just gets to pump out Dracos. Meowstic I found to be very underrated, and I thought it would be interesting to use. Why does this work? For those of you curious, the stats right here. A lot of just max. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what the meta is for right now. But yeah, I love this team. I think it's very fun to play. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna leave this here. And for now, I really hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.